Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, that was bad. It was catching a sound wave and making some horrendous noises coming out of my computer. So I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. Mine was pretty, I guess you would say, uneventful around here. We kind of had a very, very chill weekend. Just kind of hung out, worked on the garden, moved some things around as far as plants are concerned. We've decided to do a different garden bed. Hold on, I gotta fix this light. The glare's bad. We decided to make a different garden bed design. So the one that we have set up, we are in the process of taking apart and cutting some of the sides. We're gonna kind of, right now it's one big, I think it's 5 by 10 is the size of it right now. So it's huge. I think we have decided that we are going to do four garden beds, and they are going to be 3 by 5s. And that way we can put more grouping plants together. I can actually get into them, because when it is as big as it is right now, I feel like I'm going to have a problem getting into the middle of the garden bed when things have started to grow. So we've kind of changed our minds on how that's going to work. So we'll see and hope that all is going to work out the way we have planned now. I've gotten things in already growing process, so I've got them in the greenhouse under some lights. So I hope that our garden takes off this year and I actually have some success, finally. I've done it many, many years now with not very good success. Once our summer hits here, it normally destroys all of my plants. It just can't handle the heat here. So hopefully the way that we've designed it now, we've taken hog wire or hog panel fencing, and we're going to loop them over the 4 different little garden beds and let things vine up them, like I'm doing cucumbers, tomatoes, squash, those kinds of things that can vine, beans, and hope that with that vining technique, it will shade and keep some of that really hot sun off of some of the more delicate vegetables that can't handle that hot of summer. But I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Melanie. How are you, dear? So we have a lot coming up. We are now done with celebrations. Celebrations is done and over with. I hope you guys got all the things that you had on your wish list. Hello, Kimberly. And now we are moving into the month of March. So tomorrow we've got a couple of new things starting out. I'm doing well, Melanie. Thank you so much. We are moving into, starting tomorrow, we have a new product lineup of our online exclusives, which you will see in my online store, shopdannygarola.com. Once you go there and you go to the, I think it says shop, and then if you scroll down, you're going to see, it'll say online exclusives. Once you click on that, you're going to see all the new things that we have to offer. I'm actually featuring one of them tonight, which is the textured notes. Gorgeous, gorgeous set that I'm going to be sharing with you. So I'm going to show you a couple of my kind of spins on this. Now I could be here all night long doing many, many, many cards with you using this set, but we're going to stick with the 3 cards that I have designed for this week's card kit. So the way it works, that when you spend $35 or more with me and you use my current host code, which I'll share with you as soon as I get you guys flipped around, you will get this card kit in the mail from me. You must place your order with me by, which is Sunday the 9th. And speaking of the 9th, you guys all out there in the United States have your, I don't know if it's called daylight savings or if it's I know it's a part of that. I'm not sure if it's savings. It must be because you guys are going to roll back, I believe. I don't remember how it works, but you guys have it. Arizona, and I think Hawaii is another state that doesn't have it. As far as the time change, we don't have time change here in Arizona. Spring forward. There you go. That's how it is. But most of the rest of the United States, they have their time change. So I will have to be keeping track of that because it always messes with me every single time. So trying to see what else do we have going on. When I get you guys flipped around, I'll talk to you guys about mystery stamping that's coming up. Also, I think that's, On Stage is happening. So when I went to register for On Stage this year, it had told me that On Stage was already sold out. So I missed it. I wanted to go to Raleigh, North Carolina so bad and meet my fellow Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, but I was like 6 to 7 hours too late and it had already sold out. I was blown away. Not in my wildest dreams did I imagine that it was going to be sold out like that. So I got put on a waiting list. They were going to open up more seats, which I'm not sure if they did or not because the venue's only so big and they only have so many hotels around to accommodate everybody, that when they called me back from the waiting list, they let me know that all the spots were already reserved. So I am missing that this year. So hopefully next year I will get to go to the next On Stage. But this year I'm missing it, which, like I said, I really wanted to go to Raleigh, North Carolina. I've never been over on the East Coast, so that would have been fantastic. But for some reason, I wasn't meant to go, so that's okay. I'll take it for what it is. I do have some medical things coming up here real soon, so maybe it wouldn't have been in my sights anyways. So I don't know. So there's that. We're going to be hearing lots of things from other demonstrators. If you follow other demonstrators, you're going to be hearing them talking all about it, and I can't wait. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around, and we are going to talk about things that are happening tomorrow. We also have 2 new kits coming out tomorrow, which will then set up for my March kit class here locally in Tucson, Arizona that I do every month. So I'm eager to see what new kits come out tomorrow. I don't get I kind of got a little bit of a sneak peek during our leader meeting, I guess you would say. I got a little bit of a sneak peek of it and they look fantastic, but I don't have any graphics to share with anybody yet. That will come out all tomorrow. But I do have products that I am going to share with you guys today that are on the online exclusives product release tomorrow. And I can't wait to share those with you. So let me get you guys flipped around so we can get right into this. I know you guys don't want to hear me jabber, jabber, jabber. So let's go. Hold tight. If you guys like all things crafting, paper crafting, just in general card making, please subscribe to this channel. I will go live weekly unless life happens, and then sometimes I take a day off or whatever, but for the most part I am live every week where you guys can see me and I do my kit class. So here is my current host code. Yes, it says February host code. It is going to be lasting through the middle of March, since we're going to be no longer dealing with host codes. So that will be for another day. We've got a lot of other things to talk about and share that for right now, our host code is going to be this right here through the middle of March. And I'll let you know when you don't have to use the host code anymore. And when you still place your orders with me, you're still going to get my weekly kits. Those are not going anywhere. Let's see. Let me come in and say hi to you guys. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Who else do we have? We have Julie Black. Hello, Julie. It looks like you are a new viewer. Welcome, welcome. We have Linda, we have Melanie, Kimberly. It looks like we have a Stacy. Stacy must be new to me as well. Welcome, you guys. Hello, Vicky. Oh, look, you guys must be sharing my page because it looks like the people that I have said that were new viewers actually know some of our people who are watching tonight. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for your love and support with sharing my page and sharing my craftiness. I truly enjoy what I do. So, hopefully you guys had kind of a warm weekend. Our weekend was pretty warm around here, but today it's cold as can be. We have the heater on in the house. I have my heater on under my desk. And I know when I tell you what our temperature is, you're going to be like, girl, that's like summertime for us. Yeah, well, here in Tucson, Arizona, when it gets under 75 degrees, we're freezing. It's sweater weather for us. So today, we have been, like the last week, we've been in the upper 70s. One day we actually hit 90s. Gross. But anyways, today we kind of turn a big, huge flip. I always like to say that Mother Nature might be PMSing, but either way, take it for what it is. But today we got in, I think the highs today were 61 degrees. So for us, that's cold, very cold. And right now it says that we are sitting at 53. So yeah, I'm freezing. Crazy how one week can be in the 90s and then the next week we drop back down to the 60s. Go figure. Or 50s, I mean. So, let's see. What do I want to share with you guys first? I think I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. So today I am going to be featuring the new online exclusives. Like I was saying, this comes out tomorrow. This is now this comes in two ways. You can actually order this as a full collection. It is called the Botanical Textures Suite Collection if you order it as the full suite. This has two different papers. Now, if you watched me with my husband on Friday, I showed some of this paper off to you guys because he actually used this paper in his cocktails and cards card that he had made. And so, and who doesn't love black and white paper? Now, I'll show you guys this paper as soon as we get deeper into making these cards. But if you guys like your nesting dies, which so many of us do, these dies are fantastic. Now, these are rectangle dies, but not only are they rectangle in shape, each one of them has their own decorative borders. Oh, loving it. I am loving this set. I like that we have a really cool thin one because there is a sentiment that fits perfectly in this, and you're going to see me use that tonight. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different dies that layer together. So this is an awesome, awesome dice. Now the stamp set is right here. This has got a couple of your floral images. It almost looks like a basket here. It's that textury stamps that you can do some different texturing with your cards. And then 3 wonderful little sentiments here. You are seriously the best. Thank you. A little note of appreciation. So I love this. Loving this set. We've also got a ribbon that comes in this as well with our suite collection. This is really, really nice, pliable, really easy to kind of make your bows with. A white ribbon. I love white because we can always use our Stampin' Blends and change our colors to match what we're playing with, which is what I'm going to do tonight. This also has a really cool coordinating, well, it can go with pretty much anything, but this is the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. So it is right here. This is really cool as well. Reminds me of kind of like a tin roof, which is actually the kind of roof that I have here on the barn, but really, really neat. And it's 3D, so it's really going to make a very, very deep impression. I will use that tonight as well. And let me show you these are called the Natural Matte Dots. These remind me of really good embellishments for masculine cards. I like to have more of a neutral tone when we're making our masculine cards, and with Father's Day coming up, these are kind of going to be perfect for those cards. So you've got white, black, basic beige, and pecan pie in this. So those are cool. We're going to be playing with some of those. So if you don't want to order everything together, but I highly recommend that you do so you don't miss any of the products, you can actually just get the bundle. The bundle is called Textured Notes, as you've seen from the graphic that I shared today, but this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful set. I think you guys are going to love it. Now, I'm going to wait on those because since we're talking online exclusives, I am going to share with you guys the other products that I went ahead and ordered from the online exclusives. Again, this is going to be starting tomorrow that you guys can order this product. This one here is called the Framed Scenes. It actually has some really cool dies. Look at these. You have this little picture frame that has a wood grain frame to it, so you can frame any of your little framed scenes here. You've got two ovals, a larger and a smaller, that you can make like a frame upon your image. And then you've got this really neat wood grain that's going to, oops, this light is probably glaring really bad. Hold tight. Let's move that over there. Hopefully that took kind of the glare off of that. But you've got this really neat impression that's going to use to make kind of some texture to your cardstock. You could use this little wood piece. Maybe if I move that over there, maybe that'll stop that, because you guys probably want to see some of these images. You've got a lighthouse, you've got a bridge and a little cabin in the woods, you've got a tree house, and then you've got a road kind of winding into the forest here. Hopefully you guys can see that. My lights are pretty bad right now, glaring on everything. But it's almost dark here, so... Okay, so that is one that's coming up. Then we've got this super cutie here, Peekaboo Forest. Peekaboo Forest also has some matching dies. I can't wait to play with this one. Okay, this one has the matching dies. These are called the Peekaboo Forest dies. So all of your little characters here, the little bear, the porcupine, and the raccoon, each have little dies that match with those, coordinating dies. You've got your insides of your tree. This one makes a full tree stump. So it goes right with that full tree image there, that stamped image. So the really fun thing about this is you can put your little faces popping out of the hole of the tree. You've also got some little bushes here, and this little greenery, I'm assuming it's like for a, like either a bush or your top of your tree to go around where this branch would come out. This would be like the bottom of the tree here. You've also got a die that matches that, lines up with that. Your branch actually can be cut out. Then you've got some really cool wood, the base of your tree stamp here. And then you've got some leaves that go with the little leaves right here. And then look at this really cute little woodpecker, and you've got a die to go with him as well. So really, really cute set. Can't wait to have fun with that one. Then these two fantastic ones that I think everybody who is anybody needs to order these tomorrow. We've got Mother's Day coming out. So this one here says, she's the greatest. You've got in-law, aunt, bonus, step great, human parent, mama, nana, number one, daughter, mothers, world's greatest, happy, love you, Lady Day, and you're the best, for the coolest, pet, cat, grandma, sister, mom, dog, plant, mum, and mom. So you've got a ton of really neat words in here that are going to make great cards to come for year after year. You've got some neat little plants in here. You've got your cat, your dog, and a little paw print here. I know when I go to make like sympathy cards for people who've lost a pet, it's kind of neat to have these little ones in here, especially when they say, you know, your pet. Maybe they don't specify what animal they've lost, but you just say, hey, sorry for the loss of your pet. That's a neat one. I don't think we have too many stamps sets that have just pet in there. So there's that one. Then we've got he's the greatest. So she's the greatest, he's the greatest. Now these are two separate. These are not combined as a bundle. And there's no dies that go with these. These are just fantastic stamp sets to have. Son and Guy, uncle, papa, dad, fathers, grandpa, father, dad, and brother. So again, words that we use in our everyday vocabulary pertaining to our guys and pertaining to our women of our lives. So these are awesome. So those all come out tomorrow. The one that we're going to be working on today, again, is called the Textured Notes. So we have mystery stamping. I'm going to go ahead and get to these really quick. Mystery stamping is going to be on the 19th of this month over on my private group, Pink Barn Stamper group on Facebook. The supply list will be provided on the 12th, and the winner will be announced on the 26th. So you can read all about this over on my blog. pinkbarnstamper.com is where you're going to find out all the information about this. We've got our paper pumpkin for the month of March. This is called the Daisy Daydream. Now don't forget, this one is going to come with a free additional stamp set. So you're going to get 2 full stamp sets in here. This one goes in through March 10th. You can subscribe to this. Now, we do have some changes that are going on with Paper Pumpkin, and they will happen in the middle of the month. Right after this one goes through, they are going to be changing it where you no longer will be going to paperpumpkin.com. You are now going to be doing everything through our Stampin' Up website. So that's great. So we can keep track of it. You're not having to go to another website. Once you already have your account established in your Stampin' Up website, then you don't have to worry about then flipping over to paperpumpkin.com like we've had to do for quite a few years now and take care of our subscriptions there. It's going to be all done, especially those of you who like to buy your prepaid. No more transferring those codes from waiting for them to show up in your email and then have to transfer them into your Stampin' Up profile. Now it'll all be done in one place. So that's going to be so helpful for so many of us who love our paper pumpkins and those of you who are going to be signing up in the future for Paper Pumpkin. So there is probably going to be lots of questions coming up about this as that takes place, but it's going to make things so much smoother and so much easier. Definitely, Kimberly, the change is going to be fantastic. I love that they have finally figured out a way to make that happen. It is definitely a good thing. Yes. You guys who are Paper Pumpkin customers, you will be getting a email probably within the next like week and a half, 2 weeks, explaining the change. Stampin' Up will send that to you guys, and definitely read through it. make sure that you can go in and you can get into that on Paper Pumpkin. I will definitely be keeping an eye on that and letting you guys know when that change does happen. Melanie said, what size is the bigger one and what would you use it for? Bigger one die? Is that what you're talking about? Bigger die? From this is the textured notes. Bigger, I'm trying to think. What did I just share with you guys? I shared bigger frame. Melanie, give me a little bit more details on what one you're talking about. Bigger would use for this. If you're talking about the bigger frame here, or the bigger as far as ovals. As far as the ovals, I would think it would be like a picture frame where you would use the bigger one to do in another color. Like you would place them both on. Let me see if I have a scrap sitting here. Okay, I have brown, which would be a perfect example. If you're going to take this, you lay them both on there. You take a piece of your like low tack tape, then cut those out, and they're both going to cut out. So then you're going to have a frame to put along the outside of your photo. And then that goes with this. So say if you were going to use that frame, you could use that frame on something like the lighthouse and have the outside frame. But then when you go to stamp this, you're going to stamp it on probably a piece of white or very vanilla. And then you're just going to cut that out of that. And then your frame would go around the outside of that. If that's the one that you're talking about. Those are the only things that I can think of as far as bigger. So you let me know. Unless I already answered the question, then you're good. Okay. So be on the watch for this. You can still subscribe to your Daisy Daydream if you haven't gotten that already. Again, it is a great beginner one because you are going to get those 2 stamp sets in this kit. Just know that going forward, March is pretty much our only kit unless they do a promotion or something that you're going to get 2 kits in there because it is their birthday month. But this kit is going to, it says, send sweet greetings with gorgeous cards featuring bees, honeycomb, and daisy, or daisies. Makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and 9 coordinating envelopes, specialty gold foil and pre-cut vellum accents, unique pre-cut paper pieces, and like I said, that additional stamp set's going to be in there. And then we have our dies that you could do as an add-on, which they are in our online store, which you can find at shopdannygorola.com, and go in there and type in at the search bar, spring is in the air, and they're going to bring up these dies that you can buy those, and these little bees coordinate with this one here. The other 2 coordinated with the other boxes, but you can make them coordinate with this box as well. They are a really fun die set as well. Okay, so let me move all that. We have an announcement for our winner of the customer for February. So every month I take all my customers and I put them in a drawing for winning prizes from me. So for the month of February, I have picked my winner, and we have Miss Linda Jackmastole. She is the winner for February. So Linda, you're going to be receiving the metal plate 3D embossing folder along with these adhesive back sparkle gems. So watch for your happy mail. Those are going to be coming to you. Thank you so much for being such a loyal customer of mine. I truly appreciate you. And every single one of you who place your orders with me, I appreciate you all. Let me not forget everyone. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, Also, I want to remind you guys that we do have our giveaway going on right now. That is welcome to everyone. So we have hit 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, which is such fantastic news. I am so grateful for all of you who have subscribed to my channel and have helped me achieve this. So for that achievement, I am giving away the Counting Sheep stamp set along with the coordinating dies here. This is a photopolymer. Oh, this is the wrong stamp set. Hold on. That one is not the one. Good thing I looked at that. Hold on. Let me grab the... Haha, here it is. That was actually my set. This one here is the brand new set. So you've got your red rubber with your cling stickers there. That would have been... I would have looked for my set and I wouldn't have found it. So I'm glad I looked at that. So you've got your dies and your brand new stamp set here. To those of you who are new to me, you can actually look in the description below here, and I have a link that will take you to a form to fill out. It's completely free, no gimmicks, no nothing. You just have to live in the US or have a US address that I can mail this to if you are the lucky winner. I will draw the winner on the 10th. So I will announce that on my next week, Monday, on our live, our Make It Monday live. So you guys, I am loving all of you who are coming in and filling out that form. It is amazing to see everybody enter this drawing. I am so pleased to be able to send this to someone. I've been hanging on to this for a while, so it's awesome. Make sure you go over there and fill that out and hit the submit so I get the form for that. Now know that I will never be like contacting you and bugging you about anything. It's strictly for the drawing for this, just to let you guys know. Okay. So we are good with that. So let's go ahead and get started with our cards tonight, since I have told you guys a bunch and now you have to absorb all that. So hopefully you guys grabbed a drink. I know I definitely had to grab my drink for tonight because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of talking. All right, so here is what your kit is going to look like when you place your $35 or more order with me and use my host code. You're going to get a kit in the mail that looks just like this. It's also going to have your project sheets placed inside of here so you can reference those, save them if you want. I know when I get PDFs, I like to put them in a binder so I can always reference back to those when I'm creating other cards. Sometimes I use the layouts for those, or I can always come back and use the product that I have to duplicate those cards again. So you are going to receive some of the ribbon for the cards that I use ribbon on. You are also going to receive all the papers. Now on the cards that I do use the embossing folder, I will emboss your pieces for you. But as far as the stamping is concerned and the embellishments, you will have to purchase those yourself. So it is intended to use the Textured Notes bundle. So you are definitely going to want to have those to complete these cards. Now, it is not something that you have to have. If you've got something in your stash that can go right along with these cards, then you are free to use what you have. So there is that. Let's go ahead and get started with card number 1. So just to let you know that anything that goes on the inside of your card, it's going to be tucked behind your card base. Now, because I can't mail something that is this long, your card base will be already folded, but it's going to be tucked in there like so. And your inside pieces are still going to be behind that card base, just so you're aware. So knowing that those are my inside pieces, I'm going to set those aside because we're going to work on our card first. I'm going to pull out all the pieces that go to the outside of my card, or front of my card, I might say. set my envelope aside. We are going to grab our bone folder. Not sure where my other one is. Since my husband was out here on Friday, things probably got moved because he's good at doing that and messing me up. All right, so our card base is 11 by 4 1/4. We have scored this at 5 1/2. My next layer is using this beautiful paper that is all things woven. So I'm going to share this paper with you guys. Now I do have things cut here. So I'm just going to show you the pieces that are, well, he used that piece, but there's the front and there's the back. You get 3 each of the different designs. So there's that one with the back. There's this one with this back, or I guess I can show you like this so then you can see the front and the back, or vice versa. And you're going to get 3 sheets of that. Then you've got this brown woven one with this really neat, this reminds me of almost like a rug that I think we had when I was a kid, and I hated it because whenever I would fall, I would rip my knees up on it. Just saying. It makes much more beautiful paper than it did a rug. Hello, Patty. Welcome, welcome. And then here's that first one that I showed you, and there's the other side of that. So again, you're going to get 4 different, you're still going to get your 12 pieces of paper, but now they're just 4 different designs, 3 each. I love this. This is perfect because it's such a muted, it still has a really neat texture to it, but you can stamp on this, which is what I am doing tonight. So those are the different papers there. Let's put all my stuff back in here so I don't grab anything or let anything slide into my project. And then when we get to the other card that shows the black and white paper, I'll share that with you. Okay, so I have chosen this piece. That's the other side. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to be my next layer. Then I have a piece of crumb cake, which is, I believe, 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece here, again, there's that kind of lighter textured side. I'm going to be sticking with this side here. This is also 5 1/4, but by 2 1/2. You'll find all the dimensions and the shopping list over on my blog tomorrow morning. We also have this piece here. The back side is that horrible rug look.